Why would I do that in another country, Mamatita? Senorita, why would I do that in another country? But yeah, that was that. What's up, y'all? It's obviously Kayla, and I'm back with another video. So I know we haven't spoke in a while and I haven't posted in a while, but today, as you can see on the title, I am going to talk about my trip in Colombia and how that went. I'm going to talk about not only the tea, we're going to sip a little tea. I'm going to talk about yeah, my camera died, but we're going to talk about the pros and the cons of the trip. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So first off, let's give it up for my skin journey. I mean, this is the results. I had just got a chemical peel today. Today is December 3rd, I think. And I got my third chemical peel today, and this is my result so far. So we have been on a long skin care journey for 2025, and I gotta say I am so satisfied. And yeah, I got this the other night, and you know, I got these little things I need to work on, but we're getting there. So anywho, let's get straight into this Colombia story. So I mean, if y'all, in case y'all didn't know, I've been on probation for 4 years, so I couldn't travel out the country. I mean, it was over 4 years because, you know, I had to, it was like a year probably dealing with it before the case was settled and whatever. And then into the last year, they did not want to take me off of probation, so it kind of carried into the next year, into my birthday. I think they was waiting for my birthday, but I don't know. But I was happy about that, you know, being off probation. And I had like restitution and stuff I had to pay for. That was a whole nother story. So if y'all want to hear about that story, I don't know if I want to tell that story, how I got into that trouble, but it happened years ago. And you know, I'm a changed person now. I'm a different girl, you know. I don't get into trouble no more. So yeah, I've been living on a straight arrow, staying out of trouble, and yeah, it's been that. So I really couldn't go nowhere. And I mean, I could travel around the country, but I can't leave the country. So yeah, so my brother's baby mother, which is my older brother on my dad's side, I didn't grow up with him or anything, so like he's way older than me, but he has this baby mother that they have all this drama. And I feel like she was just, you know, a family relative in my eyes, like a close loved one. You know, she has my niece and nephew, so she was cool. But on the other tip, it kind of was like, I know you just calling me to talk about my brother. But you know, so yeah, it was kind of like that. But she was cool, and she lives in the UK, so I was like, yeah, we can, you know, we can talk and stuff. So she tells me, yo, yeah, basically she tells me, I want to go to Colombia, and you know, I don't want to go by myself, and I was working so many hours, like 50-60 hours a week or whatever, because she's trying to get like this eye surgery or something. I don't know. And you know, they're not, mind you, they're not together. Like my brother, he's in a whole different relationship in another country, and you know, they haven't been together for years. So she's just saying, you know, she's been working, and that caused her to get seizures. So I'm like, damn, like, you know, you not healthy enough to be traveling. Like, I think you know, but she was adamant about going, and she was like, yeah, we both need a vacation and blah, 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 blah. And you know me, I'm not going nowhere with nobody if I feel like I'm gonna have to be penny pinching, check to check, you know, getting into it with the person on vacation. I'm not comfortable, or I don't mess with the person like that, or you know, we have to share a room or something. Like, I don't do girls trips like that. So I was skeptical, and that's why I don't really go nowhere, on top of the, you know, the whole other thing. But it's just like, I just like to go places and not have to worry about a thing, like no budget, no nothing. Like, that's what I'm used to, you know. So it's like, when my time comes, it'll come. So I wasn't really like pressed to go to Colombia, because I'm just like, all right, money is already tight. And I told her, my money is tight. Seriously, like, I'm not working. My husband is the one working, paying the bills. Like, I just had a baby. Like, I didn't plan on doing nothing or going nowhere anytime soon. So until my birthday. So she was just like, you know, adamant about going. So she was like, yeah. So I was like, no, I'm not going and stuff like that, you know, off the back, like, you know, I'm good. So then she was like, all right, I'll pay for your flight. And you don't have to worry about nothing. Like, you're coming with me. I want you to come with me. Like, this is not that type of, you know, like, I'm not inviting you somewhere for you to be spending your money and stuff. So I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Say that. Because me, when I want to invite somebody somewhere, you're good. Like, you don't have to worry about a thing. We're good. So, I understood that. And I can see, like, she's working hard. She about her money. So, and, you know, she seems really nice. We've been talking for years on the phone. We're related through, I mean, you know, whatever. So bottom line, let's get this straight. I was not going to Colombia if I had to spend a dime. Boom. Fast forward to Colombia. Again, I don't know about y'all, but that wasn't my idea to come to Colombia. She asked me to come with her. I told her no, whatever. She says she got me. She just wants somebody to come with her. Cool. I understand that because I've done that before. I've done brought more than one female with me and none of them had to pay for nothing. Okay? So I'm just like, cool, got that. I never had no female friend like that, so cool. We went, she sent me the money. I paid for the flight. I bought some stuff, like, you know, whatever, like some outfits. I ordered some outfits. What else I did? I got me these Tom Ford heels. Girl, child. I don't know who told me to, but I just wanted, I'm like, you know, I'm going to Colombia, whatever, so why not? And I'm not spending that much coin versus, like, you know, me just paying for the whole trip and whatever. So, yeah, so at this point, I got hair. I ordered me some hair. I wanted, like, a cute, natural look. Everything. Got my nails done. Pay for a cab to the airport. Like, I spent a couple hundos. Like, I spent a couple down. You understand? Like, so by the time I get to Colombia, I meet her. I'm thinking everything's okay. She pays for the cab. You know, now at this point, I'm just sitting there cutesy. We're good. Colombia, their dollar is like, I'm in the U.S., so their dollar is like under a penny. And also, the UK currency is more than the US. You're getting a bang for your buck. So it was really beautiful. We went to Medellin, the city of lights or something like that. And it was like mountains everywhere. It was just really a beautiful sight to see, and just seeing the geography and how it's just so underrated. Like, everybody should know about Medellin, Colombia. It is so beautiful there. And shout out to everybody there because they were really nice to me. And I habla español and poquito, you know? And the bitch was hating on me. Like, y'all, tell me why. We're going to get to that, but this bitch was hating on me that I knew a little Espanol. Like, I was just like, but I know poquito, though. But anyway, we get to the hotel. Mind you, when we get to the hotel, you cannot tell me this girl was just planning on not eating on this trip. I swear, God strike me. You can't tell me this girl did not plan on eating on this trip, because that's like, I don't know, that was just like the vibes it was giving. Like, when we got to the hotel, I'm thinking like, okay, I'm with this girl. First stop is the hotel or some food. That's it. We both took long flights. I'm pretty sure you didn't eat, you know, a bunch of food on the flight. She didn't ask me if I ate or none of that, you know. And at the end of the day, like, y'all know the arrangement. I'm not acting bougie or entitled. Like, I came out here with you. I'm really accompanying you for real, because I'm not thirsty for a flight or a budget trip. A trip on a budget. I'm sorry, I don't get down with that. When we get to the hotel, it's given like shorty didn't want to eat. She wasn't bringing up no food, no nothing. And she traveled from the UK. I'm traveling from closer. I'm traveling from the East Coast. Once we got there, she was just like, she noticed I was speaking Spanish, and like it was like this little dyke girl standing outside, like, you know, the stores outside the hotel. And she was like, I guess she liked me or whatever. So she was like, just, you know, talking to me. So
I guess it's probably because I've got a big lesbian crush on you.
we was just asking her like, hey, where is this and where is that? So shorty asked me, hey, could you ask her, how much is a watermelon? I want to eat a watermelon. I got a headache. I'm like, okay. Mind you, I'm not thinking nothing of it, because I'm not even thinking of my tummy all the way. You understand? I'm just telling y'all how it went. I'm just like helping her. I'm being helpful. And on top of that, I'm just thinking like, hey, whatever she need, I got her, because, you know, I'm here with her. She got me, and she just had like 2 to 3 seizures or something like that. So, yeah, and on top of that, she was telling me how her mom was like, oh, you can't travel nowhere by yourself. And, you know, she wasn't feeling that. She was scared. So, you know, like, she was just making it like a big thing. So it was just like, okay, let's keep her health into consideration. So, boom, we did not eat that night. Fast forward next morning. Again, I did not realize it was getting late. I felt jet lagged. I just wanted to shower, wash, and scrub my body and really get in the bed. And at that little store that we was at, I didn't see nothing that I liked. Obviously, I got some drinks and stuff like that, which I paid for because I had picked up some pesos at the airport, you know, just in case, just to have on me and stuff. I'm not like that, you know, crazy. But I just got some drinks and stuff. And I had some drinks. We wake up the next day and we had to go to her appointment. Boom. We go to the consultation now. We get, and she still didn't eat. So she's there and she's talking to the guy. She went and got her teeth fixed. So she's talking to the guy or whatever, and I was just like, hey girl, you know, I'm about to go get some food and then I'll be back. No, she did not offer me her card. She did not ask me if I'm hungry or nothing. I just told her I'm going to leave and get some food because I did not want to bother her. I'm a grown-ass woman. I'm here. It is what it is. Again, I'm not thinking nothing of it. So now, long story short, I start exploring, you know, going to the mall. I start going shopping, get me some bathing suits, get me some more pesos. I got me some food. I'm trying different food spots. I'm texting her like, girl, we're gonna have to eat over here once you come down. I want another pumpkin soup, you know. And I was just having a good time. It was just beautiful. You know, by the time she was done, she came out. Of course, she was in pain, and she only wanted to eat the soup. So I was that, and she told me that, yeah, she doesn't have any money because she's waiting for her boyfriend to send her money back. So I was like, oh, okay, no problem. I understand. So in this time, I'm thinking like, okay, this is the same boyfriend that you have that lives overseas in a different island, and he's the same one that's talking to you crazy right now on the phone. Tell her, I'm talking about this guy is dogging her out, like saying she looks crazy. She looks like Shrek's pet. Get her face out the camera. Like she was just sitting in the camera, like, with the tissue in her mouth, like, oh, my mouth hurts. They shaved my teeth down, whatever. And he was just like so nasty to her. And I was just like, okay, well, I guess she know her. So I'ma just go with it. I'm not about to question you and clock you about your man or press you about your no bread or none of that, because I know I'm good. I got money in my pockets. I'm good. Everything. You understand? It's no biggie. And she seems genuine. She seemed like she'll give me the money back, because every time, like I said, every time I have to pull out my money, she would say, hey, she would explain why she don't have the money and that she's going to give the money to me right back. Okay. So my thing is like, you know, cool, no problem. I didn't ask her to pay for my shopping and all that extra stuff I did. You feel me? So at that point now, I notice everywhere we go to eat, I'm the one pulling out my card. She's either saying she needs my hotspot, she didn't get the money sent yet, or at one point she was like, oh, I'm gonna ask my mom to send me $50. I said, $50? This is only day 2. Or what was it? Day 1 or day 2? When she said that shit, I was like, for who? Like, we're taking Ubers? We eating breakfast, dinner, and lunch, mama? Like, you think I'm eating soup 3 times a day? Like, or what did you think? Like, I ate other stuff before we came down here. I'm greedy. Like, I'm not understanding what you're trying to say. So at that point, again, I'm not really tripping or worried about it. I got you. We're sisterhoods. We're good. I got you. My shit is clicking. It's working. You know, we're fine. I'm putting in the Uber. Anytime it's like, oh, we need an Uber. Oh, we need a cab. I don't know how to get here. How do you do this? Oh, yeah, take the phone. Oh, you do it on your phone. It's easier when you do it. Oh, you ask them. You say it. You know Spanish. Oh, you figure it out. Oh, you pay for it. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna call my fiance. And I'm just like, this girl is driving me crazy. I thought you needed somebody to just accompany you, not an accountant, a translator, a black card, a sugar daddy. Like, I'm not. It's making my wig itch. Like, when I tell you, this girl was so unbearable and so annoying. I was like, no, wait, this can't be. Like, I understand if he was in pain and she was also like in pain annoying. No, she's just naturally all around painfully annoying and totally lost. Like, you came to a country you invited me to and you don't know nothing that's going on. Like, she keeps asking me, oh, how do we do this? Where do we go here? How do we get here? And I'm just like, okay, not seeing what's going on. Now, again, when I came home and told my husband this, he was like, oh, not me. I would have left, or I would have did this, or I would have did that, or I would have never spent my money. But it's like, how do I look as a friend, as a sister-in-law, as a whatever, as her child's auntie? How do I look just sitting there while she figure it out, hungry with her, like, for hours at that, because, and days at that, because you still don't have the money. So it's like, but how long was I gonna play that game with you and play broke, or play I'm not having it like that? I can't play I'm not having it like that with y'all. I can't play I'm not having it like that around y'all. I'm accustomed to a certain type of living. When y'all do little funny shit, y'all don't even understand. Like, y'all are irking me, like forcing me to be in a state or condition or a situation or a place that I don't want to be in. It sends me to a different trauma. Because again, people play you for a fool. It's not that I have some type of mental issues. It's just like, I'm a grown-ass woman and you're testing my patience right now. Because I don't frighten for friends and I don't frighten for trips, like my husband would say. But, regardless, I'm nice, Kayla. I'm nice, Ebony. I'm just going to go with the flow and do this and that. Even though I feel like you're inconveniencing me, I'm not going to say nothing, and I'm going to put my trust that, hey, shit going to be cool. So, whatever. I'm paying for food. We in the hotel. I'm going to get to that. I'm paying for weed. She had me pay for weed, which I told her she smokes and I smoke. But I told her that, I'm on a journey where I'm trying to cut down and quit smoking. That was like a bad habit. I feel like, just stress, and I'm just trying to quit it. And I told her this, and it's like she kept forcing it on me. Like, you want to smoke? Let's find me. And we went to a smoke shop, mind you. I'm paying for the Ubers everywhere. I'm paying for the Ubers to go from Western Union to Western Union so she could pick up money from her mom and her boyfriend that they're not sending and she's not having Wi-Fi for. And I have to keep giving her hotspot, which that's roaming for me, out the country roaming. It's just like, you are completely inconveniencing me with these choices you made. Like, if you didn't have it like that, why did you do this and involve me? Girl, I could have been on FaceTime with you. Like, girl, let me see where you at. Let me go on maps. Send me your location. Because I don't know. Am I a bitch? Yeah, we get to the weed spot. This is like day 3, day 4 or something. And I'm just like, I don't want to smoke. But she was like, no, let's smoke. I know you want to smoke. Blah, blah, blah. We get in the weed spot. We get like a dub and like some roll up. So I'm telling her, I'm like, yo, we leaving. This lady telling me it was like $50 or $70 for it without the roll up. So she's sitting there like, she's so like, oh, it's fine, it's okay, just get it. And I'm like, no, girl, Annie, they are robbing us. Like, this is a dub. Like, I'm not stupid. They are robbing us. They're charging us 3 times the price. No, it's fine. The same person who don't have Wi-Fi, the same person who Western Union didn't come in yet, the same person that's not using their card, I'm using my card. And mind you, my husband texted me like, yo, you good? Yo, people charging you. Your card keep charging. Why the bank, the notifications keep coming? You can't charge. I'm like, yeah, and he's saying she's going to give me the money back. And he giving me the side eye like, bitch, if that was me, you know how I get down. I would have been out. You know me. I love my yard. Like, seriously, like, y'all be thinking y'all eating down with these trips. And I'm going to tell y'all. So, y'all be thinking y'all eating down with these trips. And it's giving like sufferation. All right. But anyways, back to the I get the weed. What happened? She did not smoke it. that time, like that night, we went back to the hotel. I rolled it up. We had got some liquor across the street. I paid for it. I got some Pinot Grigio, and I think we got like a small, like a dark liquor or something, like to catch a buzz and stuff. Because, you know, she was in the hotel, like full blown arguing with her fiance or boyfriend that lives in another country for like the whole time in the hotel. Like, I'm talking about, like I'm just in the other bed, like, you don't want to take pictures, you don't want to do makeup, you don't want to put these clothes on that we done packed and, you know, came out here to wear. Like, you know, you don't want to walk around, you don't want to take some more of my free Ubers somewhere and do something. ATVs. I wanted to do this little Colombian Medellin tour or whatever. We was on a Western Union tour with her. I wanted to go to this spa place. I think I still have the flyer in my bag. We was gonna get a full body massage. The massages was mad cheap, dirt cheap, like fire, luxurious. It was nice. It looked up to date. Like the whole area, it was just really nice and up to date. But like I said, the dollar is really low. So it's like I wanted the full body massage, the facial, the, you know, the 2 hours. It's like shorty sitting there hating, cramping my style because she don't got spending money. Like, I gotta split my money both ways because you should have said real shit. If you knew what like, if she knew what she had going on, she should have been like, girl, go do your spa. Don't let me stop you. I'm gonna just, you know, wait, or I'm gonna go back to the hotel or whatever. I'm gonna just figure this out with my money. Enjoy yourself. You know, you already came, you know, whatever, you know, because that's what I would do because I'm not a player hater. But anyways, she had to budget my money because she knows she was gonna spend it. So, no, why would she do that, right? So, yeah, it was just too much bad vibes. Too much of me spending my money. Too much. I spent my money the whole damn time. We went out. We went to La Privenza. If you Colombians know, you know. If you don't, get with the program. La Privenza was lit. All the young crowd was out there. All the bad girlies. I'm talking about they was outside. They was done up. They was having a good time. It was like a younger kind of crowd area. And, you know, it goes into well into the morning. Like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. You can get you some food, get you some vibes, and mingle. So that was really nice. And when we went to the restaurant there, oh my god, let me tell y'all how cops was called. So boom, we sitting at the restaurant. Of course she has an attitude because I'm happy the whole time. Like, I could post, so much shit happened, girl. Oh my god, so much shit happened. Like, one, before we go out that night, I'm the one finding a place to go. Like, I found La Privenza, I found the restaurant. Anything we was able to fucking squeeze in and do around this Grinch, I found to do it. I swear to you, that girl was gonna lay in that hotel and not fucking eat. If I didn't say nothing, or if I didn't say nothing. And I don't know, maybe she think that I'm like, I get down like that. I don't know. So this is why I keep my business to myself and I don't keep people in my business. I just look at how people move and just keep to myself. Like, my mother was right. It's nothing outside. It's nothing. No, I'm just playing. So anyways, what was I saying? Boom, taking pictures of this bitch. This bitch don't want to take my pictures. I'm talking about fire ass pictures in the hotel. You know, this girl got on my dress, my freaking girl, so much shit happened. I'm taking, all right. Top of me, long story short, I took mad pictures of her. She was in my dress. Because she kept saying she didn't like the clothes she have. I'm guessing, you know, because she looking at me and like the outfit. If I show y'all the outfit she first had on, I just deleted the bitch out my phone because we were just, you know, taking pictures and stuff. But if I could find some, I'll post it. Man, when I tell you I gave the bitch a look and a battery in her bizac, she was acting mad wizzac after that. Like, mad wizzac. Like I was her assistant, her stylist or something. Like,
yeah, that light. Shine that light and take it on my phone as well.
You know, like I begged her to come here. Like she was acting like I was actually having fun. Yeah, that I gave her 2 outfits to wear. So she had wear 2 outfits, my dress and my bodysuit. And the bitch took it. I'm talking about wore it, put the dirty clothes back in her suitcase. I don't put dirty clothes in my suitcase when I go on vacation. I leave it to the side in a plastic bag. It gets washed and then it gets put back in my suitcase. Or I just, you know, keep it in a plastic bag and keep it in its side, its compartment in the suitcase. Shorty wore the clothes, put it back in her suitcase, put the rest of her belongings on top, closed it up, and got on her motherfucking plane. Bitch, you stole my clothes. You stole my clothes. You stole my claw clip. You stole my clothes. And what else you stole? I can't even think about it. The bitch was just stealing shit. Like, how, where you get these ways? And you can't tell me that's an accident. So, you know, they want to look like me, want to be like me, want to wear the shit I wear, want to, like, what? So you couldn't go on Shein and order that yourself for $8.99. You had to take mine. Copy. Cool. She said she didn't take it. Oh, I'm delusional. Whatever. I say she did. It's premeditated. Anyways. Took the bitch pictures. She didn't want to take any pictures of mine. I'm talking about the video she took. I could post the video. She wasn't like, girl, your hair, you know, nothing like, I'm talking about, I'm that friend like, oh, girl, oh, come here. Yeah, that, yeah, put that, oh, your titty out. Yeah, yeah, there you go. Pull the zipper down a little bit. There you go. All right, now, boom. You know, Shorty didn't, she just was like this was me in the camera, like, like Shorty did not want me in the camera. Shorty took like 4 blurry pictures of me. You know how that go. Yeah. I could have really not gave her the dress because she didn't have nothing to wear. She had like a legging set, like a yoga set. This knitted 2-piece like skirt with the little shirt. I don't know if she thought she was going to college, like you're in Colombia. I don't know. All she was missing was books and the glasses with that outfit. I don't know where she was going with that. And then, yeah, I didn't see nothing else. So the rest of the trip, she wore my clothes. But that's regular. I need to stop letting bitches wear my clothes. That's, maybe I'm the problem. Isn't that so mean? Like, girl, you don't wear like, how do you do that? Y'all go in the comments and please teach me how to be a mean girl again. Like, I think I used to be a mean girl and I lost it. But tell me, like, how you would have did that, you know? But yeah, oh, and my True Religion shorts. This bitch took my True Religion shorts. So not only, before I came on the trip, I was like, girl, I got these True Religion shorts. They can't fit. Everywhere I take them to get tailored, they keep saying they can't do it. Or they telling me like $40 or $50. And it's like, I already spent $80 on the shorts. I'll give it to somebody who needs it. You know, it's just like, I don't care that much. It's too much. Like, it was super big for a 32. But I told her, hey, you got the little BBL body. I'll bring it. Ass flatter than mine. She just has some hips. But you get me? Like, I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Like, after seeing her body, no shade, no tea, I was like, I'm gonna go to Dr. John Wong, the guy that's like 30K, because I don't want no slips up. I don't want no. But yeah, so no shade. I thought the shorts would look more appropriate on her and she would fill it out more. It was so huge on her and damn near fit the way it fit on me. So it was just like, hey, whatever, maybe you can get it altered in the UK, but I brought that for you. So you took 3 articles of clothing for me. You took brand new shorts with a tag on it that's never been worn, and you took my dress. The dress was like the posh girl dress. It's black. I'm gonna show it to y'all. And my bodysuit, teeth and gal. Like, I'm so scared. Like, I want to scratch this pimple and squeeze it, but I just got this chemical peel and I don't want to bruise my skin or do nothing stupid, because this is why I'm in this position in the first place, because I'll be quick to just, and then I leave all these marks. But anyways, nobody told me. That experience was very highly uncomfortable. It was not the same vibes that it was given on the phone, like, oh sister, I love you. It's like, you know, when you get around a bitch and she just can't like take your energy, your aura, and like all of a sudden she's always irritated, you know, things is not going the way it was supposed to go, you know. It was just like, and I get that a lot. I get people want me to small myself around them. I get that people want me to dim my light around them and stuff, but I don't benefit. It's like, unless there's money involved, I can't dim my light for you. I don't see the benefit or the, like, how am I gonna profit doing that, from doing that? I don't know. My neck is hurting. This camera is low. I gotta set up like a, you know, like a little selfie stand that just for my back. But yeah, it was just so weird. So boom, let me tell y'all how the cops got called at La Preventa. So when we was eating at the restaurant there, we was talking about the fact that the Uber driver robbed her. I'm not gonna say us because that's the only thing she paid for. The Uber driver robbed her when we left when we was coming from the airport to the hotel, because when we looking at the Uber prices that I've been paying for, it's like, hold on, these rides is like $4 and $5. Like, where he get $20 from? And I'm not mad, you know, but allow us to tip you. Don't just take our money like that, especially like we're females. And we're both mothers. She's a single mom. The bitch just had a seizure, busting her ass working so she could go do this procedure. I don't know, she's trying to come back with a vengeance for somebody. But, you know, this girl risked her life to get here. And you just gonna take our money? And I got a damn newborn. Why are you playing with women's money, Pedro? You know, so we were just talking about that, like, that's weird. How you jip females? So we was like, yeah, from now on, we double checking and making sure and Googling the, you know, the price. When the waiter came and we was done eating, we was looking at the receipt, and she was like, no, they're trying to overcharge us. No, I'm not doing this. And I was like, yeah, you know, I'm with her. I'm like, no, I'm not. They're gonna have to look at that or whatever, because, or just, you know, explain like, what's this, what's that, and what's that. Let's make sure, you know, obviously we're not from Colombia. We look like foreigners and whatever. But she was the one, like, really, you know, I'm just like, hey, whatever. Like, I'm not getting robbed. I'm not with that. I'm going to use them today. So, you know, that happened, and she was like, I'm not paying them. And I was like, well, I'm not paying them if you're not paying them. Like, mind you, the bill, it wasn't even much, y'all. It was like $40. But it's just the fact that she's like trying to make it a thing, like, oh, they're trying to overcharge us and stuff, so I'm not paying. I was just like, okay, but I'm not remembering at the same time, like, what do you mean you're not paying? I'm the one with the money. It shouldn't be like this. Pay for the shit and let's go. This is why I don't go out with, I'm telling you, like, when I go out with the Knicks, like, when I go out with dudes, we don't have this problem. Like, I even told my husband, like, shit, I'm gonna give you some time, because when it's time for us to really go out, I don't want to hear no. I don't want to hear no, because that's just how I am. I'm just not gonna really enjoy myself. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing it for the gram. I'm not doing it for none of that. I'm doing it for me. When I'm ready, like, if my budget is not $5,000, why am I going? Or more? Why am I going? Like, I know you only live once, but I'm grown and I got kids, I got bills. I am grown. Like, I'm coming on some grown shit. Like, I'm not coming on some flexing shit. I'm not with that. I don't care to flex or front or whatever, cap or whatever. She was just like really adamant about that, and then she got up and walked away. I said, what the fuck? This bitch got up and walked away. So when she walks away, I'm sitting there like, shorty walked like all the way. Like, by the time I turned around, we had La Preventa, so it's crowded, it's packed, it's jam-packed. By the time I turn around, I don't even see this girl. And like, if you see how we look, you know, we done up and stuff, like, I don't see this girl. So at this point, I'm just left to pay the bill. I was just like, hey, I'll pay the bill, but could y'all stop acting like we don't want to pay and just show me, you know, tell me the bill. Like, I'm talking to them now, like, just show me, you know, and I'll pay. So they did it. They took off the they had to take something off that she didn't eat. They had added like an extra water or something. Like, we had the bottled water and stuff, the Saboteur. We had something. And the Voss, like, it was just, you know, one or two things that needed to be fixed, and then that was that, right? Pay for it. I left. I was talking to the security. I was like, listen, I don't know what that was all about. Like, that was kind of like low-key embarrassing that y'all felt like y'all needed to call the cops when we was just trying to see like what the price was. She was on some, like, you know, because again, she's being really ignorant and she's expecting me to do all the translation. So it's like, once she takes it upon herself to talk to them, it's more so like, what? I don't understand that. What you said? Say that again? I don't understand what you're saying. No. What is he saying? What? Huh? And it's just like, you know, that kind of makes things escalate more. it was so fucking confusing and messy. I was just like, whatever. And I'm looking good and stuff, you know. Again, I have the money. I'm just like not understanding the game that she's trying to play to like keep distracting the fact that she don't have no money. Like, I can't make this up. So yeah, after that, like I said, we was taking pictures before we got there. And, you know, obviously when it was my turn to take pictures, she was like, they was blurry, and she was like, I'm hungry. My head hurts. My head hurts. I have a headache. I wonder if we're gonna find anything to eat. And it's just like, we gonna find something to eat, girl. It's okay. Like, you don't like, she just kept making up imaginary problems so that I don't get my way, or like she can get her way or something. You understand? So it's just like, okay, let's go eat. So boom, I pay for the food, you know. We're leaving, and of course I have to order the Uber again, and I'm like, yeah, like, you know, let's walk around, let's take some pictures, you know, we don't have to go straight into the hotel. She was just like, oh, I'm so tired. And okay, let's go home. Let's smoke that weed that we bought at the you know, the place for $80 cash. Like, my husband literally, like, he was like, you know, we spent $80 in so and so, like in dispensary or whatever. And I was like, yeah. I'm like, but Annie said, you know, like, I told her they overcharged us. That was crazy. I'm like, you know, it was only a dub, and you know, like, I'm just not thinking nothing of it. So you could imagine at this point, I spent a lot of money so far. So yeah, but hey, I had a good time. I don't mind. I was inconvenienced. You know, I got a $200 bill from T-Mobile. From Spectrum, because I had got my phone bill with them for this year with my plan. So it was like all the hotspot I was giving her, they was charging me for that, and I really didn't know. Like, how would I know, right? So I would say, was that my first time being out the country? I think so. Like, as an adult, yeah, for sure. I've been out the country as a kid, like a baby and stuff, but on my own, where have I been? I've been, you know, around the states, not, you know, LA, Miami, you know, Boston, Tennessee, you name it, Georgia, you name it. So, you know, like, it just wasn't really like a good first time out the country vacation experience for me. And I don't know if I can say I'm grateful for the trip, because I initially denied it. You know, it's like, that was never my problem. You and what you need to do with yourself was never my issue. You could have did that on your own. You did not need to involve me and do it like that. I don't know. But I don't even know what to say, y'all. Y'all let me know in the comments what you think about like the trip, or how you would have felt in my situation, or, you know, whatever. So by the time we leave, the night that we're about to leave, she tells me that her fiance isn't sending her money. Like, she ended up telling me she sent him money. Initially, she wanted him to come. So she's like pouring her heart out to me. This is when I start crashing out. Like, when I was talking to her, like, I'm talking like this, like hitting my hand. I'm like, because I was just so disappointed at this decision she made, and her involving me, inconveniencing me, and, you know, just not telling me, and, you know, and she was basically telling me how he initially was supposed to come with her, obviously, because that's your fiance, right? Cool. He ended up denying the trip. Like, she told me how he denied the trip. He didn't want to come. Then she said he ended up saying he's gonna come, but she has to send the money. She said yes. She sent it. Hopped in her car, worked that money, pulled out her car, bank account, sent the money to him. Cool. I'm not one to judge. Hey, you know, you wanted your company, that's who you wanted to be with you, so you pay. If I want somebody with me, I'll pay too. I lied. I mean, like, you know, like a homegirl, you know, or like a nice guy that I really like and he's reciprocating the energy. You understand? Not sugar mama vibes. Like, you get what I'm saying? So I know a lot of y'all do that. I'm not judging, but you know, it's just like, don't inconvenience your friend doing your man clown, man centered stuff. Don't do that. Have consideration. So she started telling me how he denied it. Then he said send the money. Then he said that he was telling her for days how he got to send the money to a travel agent because that's the only way he can book the flight from the Bahamas is through a travel agent. So I said, oh, so you played like you was born last night for the D too. I was born last night for the D. I'll be blind for the D. I'm blind to the bullshit for the D. Like, what? A travel agent? Cool. You need a travel advisor to get to Colombia. Cool. While she's telling me all this, I'm just like, just fuming. Like, Okay. The day come, whatever, some type of deadline or whatever they had. She checked back in with him. He didn't get the ticket. Oh, I don't have the money, but I'm gonna send it back to you when I get paid. Oh. On top of that, yeah, so boom, he spent the money and he told her he would give it back. Boom. She said that money that she sent him, she told him specifically that it's for her car note. So it seems like the money she used for my flight would have been her budget, which, you know, understandably, she had the money and stuff, but you wanted somebody to come with you. You wanted to bring somebody along with you, pay their way and all that, and have somebody with you. You understand? But it's like, it's only two people you could have called. Your nigga, that's your, or, oh, I should have never said that. YouTube. Oh, now I gotta go back and edit this video. I can't curse. Like, I want to show y'all my personality, but I don't want to do too much editing. You understand what I'm saying? You feel where I'm coming from? All right. But yeah, what was I saying? The car note. She told him specifically, this is for my car note. It was either her car note, car insurance, one of them. Bitch, why would you do that? You have 2 kids. One of the kids is in junior high school. One of them is in elementary school. She is well in her 30s. Sis, get it together. Wake up. Get out of the past. You is not 20 fucking 1 anymore. What did you just do? You sent the man your car note money. Cool. For cosmetic surgery. Cool. So, and he spent it. And that's supposed to be your fiance. Okay. Yeah. So she's like, yeah. And me tell that blood clot boy if you bring my stuff on, send me my money because I'm not playing. And she's just going off and she, you know, she talking her shit, but I'm just like, but sis, he spent your money. You could do all that barking all you want. You're doing all that arguing with him. He's calling you Shrek's pet. He's not even consoling you while your mouth hurting. He just don't give a and you barking and you think that barking is doing something and you got me involved. Not only do I have to hear it, I had to come out of pocket for it. My time was involved in this because let's keep it all the way 1,000. If I knew I was on vacation with a ditz, I have like this premeditation. Like if I had this preconceived notion about her and just thought low of her, 1, I would have never went with her because I'm not that type of person. 2, I wouldn't be talking to her because I'm not that type of person. But 3, if I really thought that low of her and I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna take the trip, I would have been moving way different. I would have left her ass while she was talking all that shit on the phone. I would have stayed tunnel vision. I would have did my makeup and took more pictures. I would have worn more of my clothes. I got this dress from Amikana, like this bedazzled dress. I could have went out. It was this white guy with this, man, I'm married, but it's like, I could take a freaks in a day. I can't. Can I? From a white guy I'm not attracted to, but he got money. Like I'm talking about his wrist is just like on bling blizz out, like, and he's just like, yeah, I'm from Brazil and you know you look beautiful and I would love to take you out and blah blah. at the hotel, and she called me back. Like, yeah, he told her to call me over. That's when you know you're the yak. Because he had you call me over. Like, Pookie, use your throat and call me, bro. Like, but yeah, he did that. And I was like, excuse me, can I help you, big guy? And no offense, but, yeah, I didn't go nowhere with him. But hey, I mean, had I known how she was gonna move, hey, you gotta make lemonade with lemons. You gotta make the best of your time, girl. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You gotta do something. I'm not about to sit there. And then it's also the thought of like, you're in Colombia. You don't want to just walk around and, by yourself as a female and in these clothes that I got and brought. And I'm not trying to just be anywhere by myself now. But I feel like I would have moved way different. Um, yeah. Like, you feel what I'm saying, ladies? Like, I would have just moved different. Like, why was you acting like that the whole vacation? Like, and it's not until I would say one day she, like, for a little bit, she had like a good attitude. I would say it was when I gave her my one piece, my little blue one piece. I'm gonna show y'all this shit too. I got it in like 3 colors. And she was just like in Ed the Celeb mode, like my alter ego, Ed the Celeb. She was just like, yeah, turn up. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Get off that phone with that nig and enjoy where you're at, But hey, that's how it went. So, I wonder if I'm missing anything for y'all. Any more tea? Any more annoyance? Oh, so yeah, boom, quick insert, whatever. But when I came back from the trip, right? She was basically saying like, on the way back from the hotel, to the airport, we coming back home or whatever. So, I guess she felt like secondhand embarrassment for oversharing, about her sending her car note money to her fiance. So it was kind of like tension in the air. And then I was kind of telling her about herself, like, yo, you put me in a situation like, what if I came out here with no money? What if, like, I was just going off on her. I was like, you thought about yourself. Like, I have a whole kid. Like, like, I don't have no family. Like, how my situation is set up. My family. My brother. Your baby daddy is a deadbeat or whatever it is he got going on. She done told me he stole jewelry from off their son wrist or neck or whatever, like his chain or something, and pawned it when he was a baby in a stroller, or took money from her mom or whatever, or like all whoop top, black top, like all types of stuff. And it's just like, so I was just like telling her like, bro, like, you need to start kind of thinking like on some non-male centered shit. Like, you're not seeing it's a pattern with you. And I had to keep it real. I'm sorry. If it didn't affect me or inconvenience me, hey, that's not my business. I could keep it to myself. But I just had to tell her how I feel. And by the time, she said goodbye, she was like, love you and everything. When we both got on our separate planes and whatever, everything was fine. That's when I texted her on Snapchat. I was like, you took my clothes? ? She gonna respond once she gets to UK like, girl, what? Like, mad. What? Why would you think I would do that? Just extra. Like, you took the clothes. Like, at this point, you took a whole wardrobe. And that was the first thing. So I'm telling my husband, like, ooh, I just can't wait to get home to just really talk about this shit. Like, why is it one thing after another with this girl? So by the time I get home, me and my husband, we taking a walk with the baby on the boardwalk. We just chilling. I'm talking about the situation. And he telling me like, yo, tell her like, that was your, your husband gave you money to go on vacation, emergency money, and you wasn't supposed to spend it, and you want your money back. Like, tell her you know how men are. Like, they don't have no mercy. Like, they don't care. Like, he was like, yo, had that been agreed from the jump, it's cool. Who cares, right? But it's kind of like you finessed me into doing that. So it's like, and you said you was gonna give me my money back. So it's like, yeah, you said when you get home you're gonna give me the money and blah 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 blah. So she was like, yeah, when I get paid, I could send you the money, but you lost your job. So I'm like, when you get paid, and I was like, so you don't have the money then or whatever. And she was like, Ebony, like she starts like going off of me, like, yeah, like let's talk about the trip. Let's talk about the trip. Like, so what money did I ask you to spend? Because I didn't ask you to spend no money. And I was like, I looked at him. He looked at me like, I said, I was like, I don't know if I snapped at first, but like, I know I had to take a deep breath. Like, okay, the games is coming. The lies is coming. She in another country. Girl, she already spent your bread. You knew this was going to happen. It's like, I didn't know that would happen, but the vibes was given that. Like, as time went on, the vibes was fucking giving that. Like, you deaded on your money, girl. I'm about to act like you the problem. I said, oh, that's what I asked her. I remember asking her when I was sane. I said, when we was in the weed spot, why did you ask me to buy the weed and tell me you was going to give me the money and then you didn't even end up smoking it? Because I don't know if I mentioned that to y'all. Like, when we got back to the hotel, we didn't end up smoking it. I'm a terrible storyteller. But, like, yeah. So I'm like, I'm telling her on the phone, like, so, I mean, what do you mean, what did I spend? Like, first she acted like I didn't spend much and the Ubers wasn't much and she paid for one of the dinners. She know I ain't paid for all the dinners. And I was like, I did. I mean, do we have to debate this? Didn't you just say you're going to give me my money? Like, why do I have to come with documents, state ID, passport, and social security just to get my money back from you that you said you was going to give me? That's how I was like, girl, I said, you don't remember you was in the weed spot and I told you I did not want to smoke? I said, girl, we not getting this. They trying to overcharge us, obviously. Duh, we're foreigners. No. Carry on. Sis, the accent wasn't paying the bills. It wasn't like, so I'm telling her this on the phone. She like, I did not ask you to buy that weed. You bought that yourself. I said, as soon as she said that, that's when I went off. I said, bitch. I was telling her, like, I'm so glad my brother. And I see why you went through that. Because you so. Like, and I don't condone that. I don't. But I had to go low. I have to go low to the ground. Because, y'all old bitches love playing with young bitches, but it's okay. You ate that. I didn't have to work for the money. I didn't pay for the trip. Listen, my husband gave me the money, okay? He told me to ask for it back. I really was just going to be like, let her wait it out and then let the time come that she said she was going to send it and then press her like, you said you was going to send me the money. How you going? You understand? But he was like, yo, you acting scared. He's like, yo, you better. So, you put in a battery in my back. Like, yeah, I wasn't supposed to spend no bread or whatever. And he was clocking it too. And I told her too, because he was like, babe, if it was the other way around, and you told me, babe, don't spend this or don't do that or over this amount, you would have went the fuck off on me. And I was like, yes, I would have. Like, I felt so bad. I was like, yeah. Because I was just spending and spending in Colombia. I was like, honey, she got me. Like, that was me in Colombia. And he was like, yeah, you would have went off on me. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, matter of fact, let me text this bitch. Word. Because, when you won't send it again? But that's what she did. That's what she chose to do. And that's how it went. So, yeah. The bitch didn't send me my bread. And she decided to go off like that, holding my clothes. After the whole favor of me coming with her, bitch, you could have had a seizure in there by yourself. You could have been kidnapped for all we know. I had to put the chair in the hotel room at the double door and wedge it into the door between the wall because, you know, she don't think, you know, as you could tell, she's just one of them girls that don't think. So as you can already see, like, and I'm just like, girl, we in Colombia. We will wake up in the back somewhere. For all we know, take the necessary precautions, okay? I don't care where we at. Jamaica, my own country, I don't trust. Resort. Okay? So, you don't know what people going through. They feeling risky today, you know? And, yeah, oh. She was just disgusting. You know? It was nasty. And then, my makeup bag. Like, look at my makeup bag, y'all. I'm about to show you my makeup bag. You see my little Kylie and Kendall makeup bag? Okay. It was out on the, you know, I got all my makeup in here, right? You see I still got my sticker. But it was out on the, in the bathroom. And it was open like this. Why she packed all her makeup away in her bag neatly, right? And had all the flat irons, the brushes, everything just on top of my makeup bag. Like on the Dior type shit, like on the Fenty, I was like, imagine just walking into the bathroom. And you know, that's something like some careless shit like a man does. And you think like, but it's just like, all right, he didn't pay attention. But a female, like if a female do something like that, I feel like that's shade. Again, let me know in the comments what y'all think. Like, you packed your shit away neatly. Both of our shit was out. You packed all your shit up, left my shit, and grabbed all your flat irons and dumped it in my shit. Whoa, who told you to utilize my makeup bag for anything? I touched your makeup, even? My pillow fell. But, you know, it was just a little couple things, and like her trying to like boss me around to translate. Like, hey, tell them, we ready to go. Tell them, we need our receipt. And I'm just like, I would just look at her and I would just be like, I'll wait till I make eye contact with the waiter, and I'll be like, because you know, just to show a bitch, you know, with no class, how to have some class, and, you know, calm down and just slow down, relax. Yeah. Because I'm not responding. You know, who are you talking to? You know, I could have been in my bed, right? Like, honestly, when y'all think, like, don't think for me. And I'm going to tell all of y'all that, everybody who's watching, anybody, don't think for me. Don't think you threatening me with a good time. Don't think I'm missing out on something. Don't think I'm not happy where I'm at. Don't think I'm not having fun. Don't think I'm not at peace. I am where I want to be, when I want to be. When I came out with your ass, my life was in your hands. And me being where I want to be and when I want to be and all of that made motherfucker berry because I'm out here with your ass. That means had you did anything to piss me off, I have to figure out my own room because we're not sleeping in the same room. I don't really know you like that. I came out here off the strength knowing you sickly. You're my brother's baby mom. You're very sweet to me, very kind. We've been talking for years. You know, my nieces and nephews and blah, blah, blah. Like, we've grown a connection. We're girls. It's like, can I be a woman? Can I be a lady? Why I gotta be a grizzly bear? Why I gotta be Jason Bourne with you hoes? Why I gotta be Jason Statham with you hoes? Why I gotta be on, you know? Like, you really have to have your head on a swivel with people. And I'm telling you, people are just really weird. They'll take advantage of you. They'll play in your face and all of that. I'm talking about, I don't want to talk and threaten and all of that and whatever, but I could have had her all up and down and around that room anytime, any day, any place with my eyes closed with one hand behind my back. Don't play in my face. Let's be ladies. Let's be classy. Let's be girls. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, just so old bitches. This is why I stay home. Like my trip, I mean, I'm telling y'all, when I start vlogging my vacations, they're going to be really nice. And you're going to know I'm happy and I planned it the way I want because I'm actually going to vlog it out. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to look good. I'm going to, you know, when somebody's happy, you can tell when somebody's like annoyed on their vacation or annoyed. You can tell. But yeah, that's just it. That's it. That's the tea. Stay tuned for some more vlogs. Stay tuned for some more videos. Let me know how you feel about this video in the comments. Let me know if I'm being a bitch. You know, let me know if you want some more tea. Let me know if you want to hear some more stories. Yeah, and again, y'all will see some vacation vlogs soon. I would have vlogged then and there, but you know, on top of that, like, I had to take a layover flight, like a, you know, skip on one of the ways. And it was just like, I never did that before, you know? And it's like, I don't like doing stuff like that. You understand? Like, I just don't do stuff like that. Maybe other people, you know, and they like, hey, I don't got it like that. And you only live once. And I'm not waiting on no man or time is short, life is short, whatever. But no, I'm not like that. I had a good time. I had my young, sweaty. I had a good time. I ain't been out the country, but it's so much more time for me to do that. Go to Dubai, go do this, go do that. And I don't have to be in no man face. I don't have to, you know, I don't need my mommy, my daddy. It's not like I had them in the first place. I don't have no mommy, no daddy to call like other girls do. Oh, I ran out of money. Let me call my grandma. Let me call my uncle. I don't get down like that. I'm over here building to where I can move in a way where I don't have to check the price, you know? And I'm not telling y'all my plans because ain't nobody finna mess up my plans and my manifestation. No, I don't have nothing to prove to nobody. Again, I could have did without the trip. I barely got a good damn picture out there. And I was there for what, 7 days? 6 days? So, you know, hey. But, don't forget to like and subscribe. I love y'all. Peace out. I don't want to keep talking all night. Oh, but yeah, one more thing. Like I said, I wanted to talk about the pros. I did enjoy Colombia. I love Colombia. I will be back. Their pumpkin soup was crack. Like, when I'm talking about so fulfilling, so cheesy, so herbal, so rich, so everything, every ingredient out there was authentic. Their chicken was so juicy. The chicken wasn't fake and processed or nothing. It was just like biting into real juicy chicken. You get out the country and eat you some good chicken, some real, you know, you do yourself a favor. But I would say the food was amazing. The weather was amazing. It wasn't too humid. Next time I do want to go to Bogota. I heard it's nicer, but it's cooler. And they do have another place where it's like a beach. The beach is so far from Medellin. So, you know, like if you want to get your teeth done, get a little surgery, get a little just chill and just vibe and get away, yes, Medellin is for you. But if you want more beach vibes, that's like 8 hours away. So we didn't get to go on the beach. I brought bathing suits and everything. So that was supposed to be like some looks too. But, you know, it's okay. We wasn't near a beach. That was fine. I wanted to find another hotel with like a pool, a rooftop, you know, like there's some things that I wanted to do, but it was like, hey, I get it. Sis was, you know, that's why all that front and shit, I gotta leave that cap and shit to the fellas, okay? It's okay, we're ladies. You can be modest. You can keep it real. You don't gotta like that. You don't gotta like that. It's okay. We're not bosses. We're not selling. We're not slinging that stuff on the block. It's okay. We're making an honest living. I got into trouble. I'm not doing nothing strange for change anymore. I'm doing things the right way. It's okay. It's whack as
See why y'all was mad at me, because it was just like, it's just really whack waiting for that check to come for real. But that's why y'all gotta learn. Y'all gotta, you know, don't make me come into y'all square life and beat you at your own game. Because y'all sitting here hating. Don't make me come up in here and beat y'all to it. Okay?
Y'all better invest. Y'all better do y'all research. Because it ain't going to be like this one. Listen, I'm bringing my family back to Colombia. I loved it. It was a 10 out of 10, minus the bird. I'm not talking to my father. I'm not talking to my older brother. My father's a deadbeat. He's just like an in and out, you know, little quick conversation. But like, he did introduce me to my brother and stuff and all that. And it was just like, okay, you know, I'm not talking to my dad. I'm still cool with her. That's cool. But I learned my lesson, y'all. And it is what it is. But it won't stop me from going back to these cities and countries on multiple occasions, okay? To come do that with you, because we ain't doing that over here. I want to eat good, baby. Jump in the ocean, bring me back a lobster and cook it. I'm not doing that. I'm not leaving my house for that. I could eat wet and small portions of food at home, and I don't even do that at home. So why would I do that in another country, mamatita? Señorita, why would I do that in another country? But yeah, that was that. Live your life to the fullest, man. That's what people gotta say. And if you feel like you need to jump out the window and work to change something about yourself or whatever, maybe it's not, that's a sign. You need to start loving yourself.
You know he giving his money to Megan. He know it's very expensive to daily. Tell him go put my name on it.